We got Rowzé in the building. What's popping with you? You good?
What's going on, guys?
Okay. I'm gonna start this like from the beginning, from the early days and stuff. Like, how long have you been rapping for?
I would say I've been always into the music still, but like actual like started dropping like tracks and like making like lyrics and dropping it down. Probably about like grade 10. I don't know how much years that is. Years doing this a long time.
Right. How old are you now?
26.
Alright, I saw some a minute ago. Start.
Yeah.
So you've been in the game, okay. So what do you think made you start rapping like in the first place, you know?
Well, just like, you know, the whole rumors back in the days, like in the 2000s, where like the death of hip hop and all that stuff, you know, people be talking smack of the music.
Yeah.
It has to be real people out here, real lyrics, real, you know, energy, bring it back alive, you know.
Facts.
Music's an everyday thing.
Like, were you influenced by any rappers at the time? Like you were saying, like the 2000s. So like, who was big at the time? Like 50 Cent, like those.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like
50 Cent, freaking Ja Rule, DMX. Not really Ja Rule like that, but like I want to do party songs, you know. More DMX singing. You know what I'm saying?
Let them know that you're versatile.
Nelly was slapping the tracks, you know. I'll go, there's Shingy, Sean Paul, there's a whole lot of selection, you know. Busta Rhymes, Missy Elliott, versatile to cut, universal to the death.
so it wasn't just rap you were listening to. You listened to like R&B, everything.
I was going all the way back, listening to Shaka Khan, Boys to Men, New Edition, all that stuff, brother.
Facts. Okay. So from now, like getting into your music, like I seen you drop Slime No Slime. Was that track like a freestyle track, or you just sit in the booth and you like wrote it down, or like how did that work?
Ricky, these keep me alive. Seeing mine, slime no slime. Slime no slime.
Well, like, yeah, it was more of like a project thing, cause it's in like, it's part of my my EP, Machiavelli 2.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, on all streaming platforms. I have an EP on all streaming platforms, Machiavelli 2. That's what the Slime No Slime's on, you know. Smash it up on there. It comes with a lot of storylines. There's other songs that answer after back to it. So the music videos will be coming soon for those as well. So stay tuned to those, you know.
Okay. So if you had the choice of like what artist, like any artist in the world that you could collab with, what artist would you collab with?
I would probably say Skelly Banger like a Burna Boy, you know?
This guy's a Skelly Banger.
Don't grind me. First thing on a bowl like me full of gun, heavy clip full of crocodile teeth. Everything get fucked when I reach.
But yeah, I have a whole reggae, like hip hop type vibe too. There's a video coming for Cuddle. If you guys haven't bumped Cuddle already, Cuddle's at 38K on Spotify. You know what I'm saying? Probably more on Tidal, you know, Apple Music, all that stuff. Go check it out. But we're gonna drop a music video to that. I have a song called Japanese and Nookie Remedy. Trust me, so I got the reggae vibe. So if you guys wanna holla, can do this.
Saying a Crocodile Teeth remix is coming, alright?
Everything bustin' I reach.
Yes, okay. Alright, so do you think like bigger artists should collab more with the newer artists upcoming? Like, cause right now it's like the big artists like Drake and stuff, like they're kind of putting on, but do you think they need to put in more work to put on, or like what do you think?
Yeah, well, just in a way, like, yeah, it's necessary, you know, because that's how like evolution is, you know. Just like in everything, you look as if I were to take outside of music, if you're learning fucking karate or whatever, your sensei is gonna pass it down to the younger ones. So what should the OGs and the you know, the big hitters, the Hall of Famers and the Oscars, you know, artists of the week, all those guys, they should be passing the torch down to the ones that they see the flame in, you know?
Facts.
Trust me.
Facts. Alright, so do you think it's like harder for rappers that grew up in the streets versus rappers that kind of grew up maybe out of Toronto and kind of out the way? Do you think it's easier for them, or do you think it's easier for the ones that kind of grew up with the streets like back in them?
Nah, no excuses. You just gotta, you know, just do your thing. You have to, you know, do your thing.
Facts. So it's like either way around. It doesn't even matter what your background is. It's like you gotta put in the same type of work basically.
Yeah.
That's facts. That's facts. Nowadays, it's like almost that people take in the image more than they take in the music almost nowadays because of social media and stuff. Do you feel like the image and the drip and all that shit pays, like it's important, or do you think it doesn't matter? Like,
well, like, hey, everything is important because it materialized. It's out in the universe, so it has some importance. You know what I mean? But it depends, because right now we're in the social media. You know what I'm saying? Seeing it. Everything's being shot, so people want to see nice stuff. So right now it's, there's going to be an era where it evolves and it's going to be the next thing. So are the people that are flashy and not sick, are they going to last, or are they going to stay at 2 years, 3 years, and boom, gone? You know?
In your opinion, what do you think is like the realest bar that you ever wrote, if you had to choose one?
All of them. All of them, but
one that like it resonates with you, like you always come back to that bar.
You gotta have one, you know.
The one that resonates to me all the time is Misunderstood, like Shredder, just trying to take out Splinter.
Elaborate for people who don't know what Splinter and Shredder is. You gotta elaborate.
So I grew up watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? And it was like, at first I was a young blood, so I was just watching it because of cartoons and everything, you know. And then one day my bro was like, "Oh, Splinter's a rat," and I'm like, "Hey, yeah, why these turtles follow the rat?" You know what I'm saying? Maybe Splinter's trying to, you know what I'm saying, kill the rat and take, show the turtles you're following the wrong guy. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I never took it in like that. That's crazy.
Metaphor, you know. Misunderstood, like Shredder, just trying to kill Splinter.
Follow no rats around here, you know.
100. Alright, so in your opinion, what type of music do you prefer to do, like melodic or bars? Because right now I feel like the melodic stuff is kind of bopping off right now, you know. So what type of music would you prefer to make? Just bars or like melodies and shit?
Be honest, like I just like making music in general. You know, if the beat comes, like every beat, every song has its own birth date. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. I could be good. It flows with life too. Like I could be boom boom, getting money's in. I'm gonna be rapping about money, doing all that shit. You know what I mean? And then bomb, I might cop some real estate stuff. Then I'm gonna start talking about pushing life, doing it hard, just keep it steady. You know what I'm saying? Mental thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I could be taking an L. I'm gonna start rapping about taking an L, but come pushing back myself up and all that shit. You know what I mean? It just depends on what I'm going through and what's like around me. Like, you know. Right
now on Instagram, like DJ Academics is doing a lot of like crazy shit in the city. No, some people don't rate it, some people rate it. What do you think? Well, like, what's your opinion on how he's like kind of amping up the city with the music and shit? Well, what's your opinion on that?
To be honest, I just think it's 50-50, you know. It's good because, like, man's been doing the music thing, trying to reach out to the States and all the global, all that stuff. And, like, we're getting an article, you know, seen and there, hearing that. And then, I don't know, there's just the other side, is just talking too much, bro. You're putting too much out there.
Facts.
I don't know.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying still.
So, you got anything, like, dropping soon, like any mixtapes or anything you wanna like shout out, or like what's in the makings right now?
Holy, got a couple music videos in the making. Working on Cuddle, working on Anything Is Anything, A&A, that's the answer to Slime No Slime. You already know. I have a next project coming out, working with some of the goons, you know what I'm saying? A project called Goons of Anarchy. It's coming out just now. You know what I'm saying? Year of the Bull. You know what I'm saying? Tourist season coming out near April or May. So watch out for that. Money Talks Entertainment, North Side, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay. Any like your homies that make music that you wanna shout out, or like any just shout outs in general?
Yeah, I make a couple of shout outs, you know, shout out Money Talks, shout out Automanum, shout out A-Block, going out, show Gooner, you already know what it is. Shout out A-Block Smizzy, you already know what it is. Shout out my dog Casey, you already know. Shout out Mumsy, gotta shout out Mumsy. Does the thing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out all the dogs, the OGs, all that, the plugs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, that was Rowzé, the Night in the Six interview, and we're out.